If you're looking for a show of drama, drugs, sex, love, lust, manipulation, extortion, addiction, corruption, body dysmorphia, male validation, cheaters, scammers, shooters, killers, mobsters, sugar daddies, sex offenders, closeted men, performative men, unreliable narration, and almost everything else under the sun, then Euphoria is the perfect show for you. Gender dysphoria, I forgot to put that, I just thought of it, my bad. Anyways, Euphoria is one of the more interesting shows to come out of the late 2010s. And this is coming from someone that watched the show back when I was in 8th grade. Holy shit, what the fuck was I on back then, man? If you've never heard of Euphoria, which I highly fucking doubt, okay, my mom knows about this show. Euphoria is an American TV show created and mostly written by Sam Levinson for HBO. The show stars Zendaya as Ruby Rue Bennett, a recovering drug addict trying to find her place in the world, who also serves as the show's unreliable narrator. Alongside Rue, there is a supporting cast of many characters who all have a lot of fucking trauma. Yeah, that's probably the best way to describe everyone in the show. Just a whole lot of trauma that just has not been processed. The show came out in the summer of 2019, and very quickly it became one of the biggest shows on HBO and in general. I feel like I can't really put to words how big this show used to be back in the day. Like, if you would go on Twitter every Sunday while a new season of Euphoria was out, you would see so many fucking tweets talking about what happened. Like, I'm not even joking. This shit would genuinely fry me, dude. But yeah, Euphoria had everything you can want in a TV show. Good acting, good writing, a fire ass soundtrack. It was dramatic, it was funny, it was sad, there was action sometimes. Zendaya won 2 Emmys off of this shit. For a certain period of time, this show could do no wrong in my eyes. But alas, like all good things, they must come to an end eventually. Given that season 3 is going to be the last season and this show will probably never get talked about again after this year, I wanted to sit here and talk with you guys about why Euphoria doesn't hit the same, and why ultimately Euphoria will go down as one of the biggest what ifs of all time. So grab your popcorn, grab your Labyrinth soundtrack, and let's get started. Since the show's premiere in 2019, Euphoria has been the subject of many different controversies. Like, there's so many that if I went through each one and gave a detailed explanation, this video would be way longer than it needs to be. So what I'm gonna do is simply give bullet points on each one and let you guys figure out the rest. Or if you want, you can watch this lady's video. I think she did an incredible job explaining everything. Now, some of these controversies will be explored later in the video, but I'm still gonna say them here in case you leave the video before that. But yeah, starting from the top, we have Nepo baby accusations, gratuitous nudity, toxic work environment, aesthetic theft, One Direction fanfiction, Barbie Ferreira's exit, Zendaya versus Sam Levinson, Alexa Demi's age, Angus Cloud's casting and passing, Dominic Fike's substance abuse, Eric Dane's death, Hunter Schafer and Dominic Fike, season 3 premiere snubs, Labyrinth's sudden exit, and the creative shift that has happened between seasons 2 and 3. See, here's the thing. It's not surprising to me that a show as big as Euphoria is gonna have controversy, but to have this much controversy in just 3 seasons of a show is actually fucking insane. Like, not even Game of Thrones had this much controversy around it, except for that last season. That shit was fucking awful. Like, it is an actual miracle season 3 even happened still, because of everything that happened that I just listed, this show should have got canceled and or ended prematurely. But no, it still went on for another season, which season 3 is definitely gonna be the last season, because realistically, where else can they go with these characters? They've already done everything in the fucking book, and clearly Sam Levinson is terrible at writing, because what the hell is he doing? Like, why are we writing scenes where there is shit running down someone's leg? Now, keep in mind, this was the season premiere. Like, the minute I saw that scene, I knew deep down this season was going to be some hot garbage. And apparently the main reason season 3 took so long in the first place was because Sam Levinson was working on The Idol for the most part. Now, I'm gonna be frank, I fucking hate this show, so I'm not gonna get into it, because generally I would get so fucking mad I would not be able to finish this video. So I'll put it like this. Now, imagine you have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, which it looks a little sloppy, but it still looks like a good sandwich, right? And then imagine next to it you have a garbage sandwich that looks fucking awful. Now, guess which sandwich Sam Levinson chose. But back to Euphoria. I feel like given that it's been 4 years since season 2 came out, there was a lot of hype around season 3, for obvious reasons. So season 3 was doomed to fail from the start if you really think about it. And to top it off, it followed the dumpster fire that was The Idol. So yeah, people were already mad at Sam Levinson and already thought that he was a shit writer. And from what I have seen in season 3 so far, he's only gonna double down on that shit. So given all the drama surrounding this show, and given the fact that it took 4 years for this season to come out, Euphoria season 3 really didn't have a chance to begin with. And I don't know about y'all, but me personally, I'm still watching because I genuinely want to see where these characters end up. Is the ending most likely going to be lackluster? Hell yeah. But you know what? I waited 4 years for this fucking season, and damn it, I'm gonna see it through. Despite Euphoria's many faults as a show, I have always given this show props when it comes to the writing and the acting. I mean, you really can't go wrong with Zendaya as the star of your show. She's the main reason people started watching Euphoria in the first place, including me. But see, it's not even just Zendaya. She also has a supporting cast full of talented actors. Well, mostly talented actors, but you get the point. You got Sydney Sweeney, never mind, no. No. Hunter Schafer, Alexa Demi, Barbie Ferreira, formerly Angus Cloud, R.I.P., Maud Apatow, Jacob Elordi, Eric Dane, R.I.P., Storm Reed, not anymore, Jaren Walton, not anymore. You get the point. Despite the shitty-ass writing at times, one of the main things Euphoria has always been praised for is the acting, which I agree. I think the acting is usually good, unless you're asking Sydney Sweeney to do something actually like good, which no, you're not gonna get that. I think other than Zendaya, the biggest actor to come from this show has definitely been Jacob Elordi. If you haven't watched Frankenstein, I would encourage you to, because it is a great movie where Jacob Elordi truly shines as the monster. I'm not just saying this to be sarcastic, like he actually did a great job in that movie. I'd also throw Alexa Demi in there as well, even though apart from Euphoria, she really hasn't done that much, but still, she's a very talented actress in my opinion. Everybody else is kind of hit or miss if you ask me. Like sometimes you'll get an actually good performance, and then other times you'll get something that looks like it should have been redone. To be fair though, I'm not the kind of guy to really pay attention to acting like that, unless it's like super fucking bad, which obviously, yes, then I'm gonna say something. But for the most part, I can't really tell when an actor's phoning it in or not. The only exception I have to that is Sydney Sweeney, because I kid you not, you can physically fucking tell when she's phoning it in a scene, and it pisses me the fuck off. Like, it's bad enough she got way more popular than she ever should have because of her fucking hooters, but can you at least act like you're trying to be a good actress for one fucking scene? Anyways, Rada, the acting's good, we all know that. Now let's talk about the writing. See, Euphoria's writing suffers from something I like to call Tyler Perry syndrome, which is basically when a show suffers from someone writing everything by themselves, which is commonly seen in Tyler Perry projects because Tyler Perry is a fucking cheapskate who loves taking credit for every fucking thing. But I think for Euphoria, it's simply the fact that Sam Levinson genuinely thinks he's a good writer. I wouldn't say he's a bad writer because every now and then he'll actually fuck around and write a good scene, but that usually only applies to a scene that Rue was in, because yeah, Sam Levinson is only good at writing Rue. Like, I am under the firm belief that Rue is the only three-dimensional character in this entire show, primarily because she's the only character that Sam Levinson actually knows how to write. When it comes to Nate, Maddie, Cassie, Lexi, any other character in season 3 so far, it's really just a game of Russian roulette to see if they actually get quality scenes or not. And I'll finish by saying that the writing has always been kind of a major issue when it comes to Euphoria, but again, the saving grace of this show is the acting. The acting makes the writing look good, even when it's not good. And in season 3, you can definitely tell these actors are ready to leave this show. Like, you can physically tell on their faces they are so fucking done with this show. And I can't even blame them, man. I really can't. If I had to work with Sam Levinson's weird ass for that fucking long, I'd be ready to leave too. Out of everything I've talked about in this video, the one thing that always stood out the most about Euphoria was the aesthetic. You know what I'm talking about. The bisexual lighting, the nocturnal cinematography, the editorial perspectives, the dynamic sequencing. To sum it all up, Euphoria had a very specific style that made it stand out from every other TV show at the time. Like, there are so many standout shots from this show that would make a great Pinterest collage, or a PC background, or a wallpaper on your iPhone or iPad. The kind of look that will really you into a TV show without you even knowing what the fuck the show is about. And we can't forget the iconic soundtracks provided by Labrinth for seasons 1 and 2, which also had a big part to play in the show's success. All of these things came together to make Euphoria what it was. A show that was so visually unique you couldn't help but gravitate towards it. But alas, like everything else in this fucking show, Sam Levinson had to go and fuck it all up. For starters, the aesthetic I just described isn't even Sam Levinson's. He literally stole it from Petra Collins. Like, straight up reached out to her to direct the show based on her specific visual style, only for HBO to drop her last minute, and then he still continued to use her visual style without any credit whatsoever. So it's pretty fucking clear like Sam Levinson had to change the aesthetic because it's not even his. He fucking stole it. And it just gets better and better because Sam Levinson is also the reason Labrinth left the show. Like, right before the season 3 premiere came out, Labrinth came out saying fuck Euphoria and fuck Sam Levinson and fuck everybody else. Like, how are you this shitty of a showrunner to the point where the goddamn soundtrack composer left the show? And I'm not saying season 3's soundtrack is ass, okay? There's still Hans Zimmer, but at the same time, it's just not the same, man.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
I feel like I don't need to explain why I don't like Sam Levinson as a person, or as a creator for that matter, because genuinely, he's just genuinely seems like such a shitty ass person to work with. I mean, look at everything I just explained in this fucking video. Like, for the average show, the main issue that's gonna come up is probably like how much the actors are getting paid, or oh, like this certain scene doesn't really make sense with this character. Can we change it? Or, you know, something like that. But with this show, holy shit, there's so much fucking drama, man. It's like, what the hell? Like, this show doesn't look the same, it doesn't sound the same, it sure as hell doesn't feel the same. And ultimately, that's why I feel like this show doesn't hit the same. Like, this show went from being about a recovering drug addict to said drug addict becoming a drug dealer. And every character feels like a lesser version of what they used to be in the previous seasons. By the time I finish this video and it gets released, season 3 episode 4 will already be out. So I want you to do me a favor. I want you to look at the first 4 episodes from seasons 1 to 3 and really just analyze how much shit has changed since season 1 came out. And I guarantee you will be utterly shocked at how far this show has fallen from grace since 2019. Cause even back then, the show was just as messy, but I'd be lying from my teeth if I said that mess wasn't entertaining. Nowadays, when I think about Euphoria, I just want this show to die. Like, actually just die and never come back. I don't give a flying fuck how this season ends at this point. As long as the show ends after this season, I will be just fine with how it ends. Overall, Euphoria is going to go down as a show that had the potential to be one of the greatest shows ever, but made the same mistake as other TV shows with a lot of momentum. The showrunner just kept getting in their own fucking way. Now, does this mean I think Euphoria won't be remembered fondly? No, it most likely will by a lot of people, including me, honestly. I think it will definitely be one of those shows that Gen Z watches when they're older to get a sense of nostalgia. Now, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing is entirely dependent on you, but me personally, I'll probably look back at this show as simply being the show that had Zendaya in it, which is arguably the best way this show will be remembered. A show that has Zendaya in it, and Sydney Sweeney, but fuck her. So grab some popcorn and enjoy the show while it lasts, because pretty soon Euphoria will be nothing but a distant memory. A pretty mid-memory. Who said that? Thanks for watching, guys. This has been Xavier Rants coming at you with Rants. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. If you want to put a comment, put it in the comment section. Follow me on TikTok, and everything else can be found at this link in the description. Other than that, adios.